Okay. Now, yes. Well, first question after seeing the DVD, and what made you decide to pick one of those Buenos Aires concerts for the release of a DVD?
Well, it was a long time ago. We played 8 years ago there, so it has been a long time. But David Mallet, the director, had always thought there was something magical or special about that place, which is nothing to take away from any other place. But he did say that the kids there were just very animated, which is good for him, for pictures. And thankfully, it was just a perfect set of gigs, and everything went off so well, and the kids were everything we expected them to be. It was unbelievable.
I know you do notice that, but I'm wondering, did you know that beforehand? You were guessing, Buenos Aires is going to be a great show? Or because you had to put these 32 cameras in place and everything?
Yeah, well, you are taking a kind of a bit of a risk, but it actually, before we'd even started touring, it had come up, where if you were going to film, and one of the record executives at Sony, he had remembered when we had played Argentina once before, and he thought it was he thought that the audience there was just phenomenal, so he was pushing for us to do it there. And you've also got the weather kind of factor too. You could say, well, we'll go film in somewhere in Europe somewhere, or England, but sometimes you never know what, being outdoors, you've got the nature's elements.
But maybe that doing it in Argentina as well sort of stresses your sort of international appeal, probably, as well. It gives you, that feeling it's not the obvious place.
It's. I'm sure they're very proud of it, but there's something about that name, the River Plate, and
it's famous for football players also.
But it's a wonderful city, Buenos Aires as well, and we had a grand time being there. We were there nearly a week, and we made a lot of great friends.
That's right.
Nice people.
Left it exactly as we found it.
Yes.
That's right.
Well, kind of.
Yes.
No, I recognise exactly what you're saying, because the shots of the people and the crowd, they were really.
Yes.
Did you have that very special? Did you have that feeling? This is a very special concert yourself.
Yes.
At the time?
Yeah, they're very passionate people. And I suppose it's and also, as somebody pointed out to me at the time, he said, they just love rock music, as a nation, they just love it, as a lot of South American countries. Yeah,
but you wouldn't really think of it in the first place. You wouldn't associate it so much. But
I suppose people maybe wouldn't, but for personal experience that we've had in Mexico and Brazil, and Chile, who would think Chile, but another wild, fantastic audiences, and so Argentina is kind of a natural choice in a way, if you want that that passion, which isn't to take nothing away from anybody else in the world, because they're very, very passionate. But there's something, because we haven't been there for 8 years, and when we went on stage, it was palpable. You could feel this atmosphere. It was, it really went through you. You could, and on stage when we went on and we started playing the songs, and we just saw their heads all going up and down, but it was all at the same time, which was kind of weird, almost like a sea. And but the smiles on the faces and just the sheer joy on their faces, it was wonderful. It was a great thing, and we just rocked and had a ball. We just had a ball. In fact, it's one of the first times where I think the crowd were nearly louder than us. It was very noisy.
Which leads me to a question I always wanted to ask you. How do you actually manage to hold your voice, that very special voice, you know.
Because he tells us to.
But how do you do that? I think it's your fault.
Yeah.
My fault, no.
No, it's nothing anything. It's hard. It's just I've got to stay with the boys, and you're just part of the team. And if you don't stay strong, you just get lost. You get left behind. Simple as that, you know. And
he's got a good, pretty good frame.
Yeah, that's very yes, but if you're listening to him now, and he has got this rather deep voice.
Yeah, raspy, yes.
Yeah, so,
Yes.
I mean,
I don't know.
It's difficult.
I think it's the music that brings it out. Honestly, I'm not trying to be poetic or flowery.
Yes.
It's just what happens. I'll go into the studio, say if I haven't sung in anger for 3 or 4 years, and I'll join with the boys in a rehearsal thing, and I really do get the mic, and I go, geez, I wonder if this is going to come out, because there's no other time in my life that I need it, really. And then I'll get into the studio with the boys, and then I'll sing with them, and I go, thank God for that. It's still there, you know, and that's it, really.
He's got a good gift, you know.
Yeah,
He's got a very hard but high and powerful edge to his voice. You know? And
I'm trying to keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to keep it. How long are you actually, all of you? How long are you going to keeping it?
Till we fall off.
Yeah, you do it, you know, as long as you can do it well, I suppose. You know, that's what you strive for. You know, it's the same as myself. You know, I mean, I put on a school suit and everything, but I don't want to be there looking like somebody that looks like they should be in a crypt. Yeah. So you kind of do it as long as you can. You know, you've got the ability to do it well. Yeah.
So, but have you sort of narrowed it down? Will there be one moment where you say, when that happens, we're going to stop it, or have you thought about that at some point?
Oh, I think you kind of know when most people would, you would know, you would feel it in yourself if you couldn't do it, I think.
I guess it's when it goes from here and here.
Yeah.
That's it, not the body.
Yeah, you've got to have the
it's
mental,
in there and in
the mental capabilities to...
Yeah, and the love and the passion to do it, you know, and the drive. You can go on until they bring you on in a casket.
Yeah.
Your roots here on the island, so, I mean...
Yeah.
So how do you feel being here, and as being such an international thing, where do you feel at home, actually?
Yeah, for me, the world, I'm happy. I look at it, you know, I just like being part of the world. You know. I'm not, I don't even, I mean, I was born in Scotland, but I grew up in Australia. So, you know, for myself though, I just feel, you know, part more of the, you know, I don't feel like I have really a country. You know, I kind of feel part of the planet. You know. That sounds very guru-like, but yeah.
No, I live where I live, and I've got friends. It's a small town, and I'm just about perfect there. You know, every day when I wake up, I just think I was the fastest swimmer in my father's sperm. And it makes me happy. I got there first. Fuck them all. In the end, you may as well enjoy it, you know. And we certainly do, and we're very lucky to get to be in a bunch of these 5 lads and have a grand time doing it, you know, and do these interviews with you guys. You know, people want to know what you think. It's cool,
yes.
You know.
What's in there?
Well, thanks a lot.
Okay.
That's all right, me son. Anytime. Shall we do another one? Let's do one for Finland now.